Hey everyone, welcome to another Ron podcast. So I watched the trailer for the Wolverine, which comes out on July 26th. The full-length international trailer. It's about 2.5 minutes. Is it just me, or do they seem to be releasing trailers for trailers a lot? We got like 2 teasers for this trailer, which is kind of weird. 5 and 20 seconds. Alright, it's directed by James Mangold, who also directed Kate and Leopold, which also starred Hugh Jackman, and also had Liev Schreiber in it, if I'm pronouncing that right. So they worked together in X-Men Origins as Sabretooth, Victor Creed, and Logan Wolverine. Famke Janssen is listed in the credits as Jean Grey. Stylish. Looks like some good stylized action sequences. Good opening. Why does Logan leave the X-Men? So he's found in a bar, taken to Japan. Kind of reminded me of Batman Begins. That type of approach. Not saying it's the exact same thing, but they find him, take him in, kind of like the League of Shadows. And then the plane scene looked kind of familiar. So yeah, why does he leave the X-Men? I wonder if they're going to reference that. Because it's my understanding this movie is going to take place directly after the events of X-Men The Last Stand. He saved the employer, I guess during a Vietnam War, some atomic bomb attack, that's what it looked like. And we got a glimpse of Jean Grey at about 1:07. Not sure if that's a flashback or not. Looks like great cinematography, really like the trailer music. So if they make him mortal, wouldn't the adamantium then kill him? He still has his claws. Looks like lots of technological updates since the Weapon X program. So I'm not sure exactly how they're able to do what they do to him. I mean, whether it's a benefit or not, I think is left up to us. Great action sequences. The bikers with chains. Looks like the Silver Samurai, the Shredder looking guy. Looks badass. That train battle at the end, wow. Ninja attack closing in. Yeah, that train sequence at the end, I mean, obviously CGI, like a CGI fest, but it looks like so much fun. It's fast-paced, shot really well. So whatever happens to Logan, when he loses his power, his healing power, somewhat, or all, I don't know. Is the cure temporary? Maybe like the one in The Last Stand? It's interesting they didn't really test it out on anyone. It seemed like they just found the boy who could rid mutants of their powers, but it's just temporary. He trains with the Samurai Warrior. The trailer for X-Men Origins Wolverine was really good, but actually kind of better than the movie. This trailer is really good, so I'm hoping we don't get the same thing. And those are all my notes for the Wolverine trailer. Okay, so now, if Jean Grey, aka the Phoenix, is back. So like I said, the Wolverine takes place right after The Last Stand. Phoenix returns maybe at the end, hinted at for Days of Future Past. I'm thinking maybe she causes this, quote, major event that causes the X-Men to go back in time. Because Days of Future Past is a sequel to First Class, but I'm not sure the timeline of where the characters from the present are going to be. With like Halle Berry, Hugh Jackman, and all that. Since Singer passed on The Last Stand, this could be his type of story that focuses on the Phoenix, doing such damage that they have to travel back in time to prevent, this disastrous event from happening. I wonder if there's going to be a teaser for Days of Future Past at the end of the Wolverine. Days of Future Past, of course, comes out on July 18th, 2014. So we still got a little more than a year to go. Wolverine just stabbed Phoenix at the end of The Last Stand. So if his healing power does fade, he can't stop her, right? Maybe that's another reason that they go back in time. Wolverine goes back to the X-Men at the end of the Wolverine movie. learns about Grey and the damage she's done or doing. That's another theory that I had. So I'm not sure. I mean, it seems like being with the X-Men is a logical choice for him, no matter what happens in Japan. And this could be Bryan Singer's conclusion to the Phoenix saga, the one that he envisioned. There's another theory is that The Last Stand never happened. Singer follows X2 with Logan leaving after Jean's death, goes to Japan, comes back, and then learns about the Phoenix's return and schemes. Or not the Phoenix's return. Jean Grey's return as the Phoenix, we'll say that. So yeah, that's another theory. I haven't heard Singer talk much about The Last Stand, not sure if he liked it or not, but I know there was a lot of conflict because he wanted to make his Superman movie, which he got the green light for, and they were trying to make a Superman movie for the last, 10 years. But I can understand, though. In Superman Returns, it was still entertaining, just like The Last Stand. I think both could have been really epic had different directors done them. So maybe that's why Cyclops and old Professor X are returning in Days of Future Past. James Marsden, I believe, is returning. He's in the cast list. Anyways, that's my rants on the Wolverine trailer and what I think could happen with the whole timeline in X-Men. I guess we'll find out more as the story goes along. So yeah, the Wolverine looks really good. Definitely want to check it out. I don't know about the 3D. I mean, I don't think it's really necessary, but they film a lot of sequences just for 3D, it looks like. The train battle, the ninja attack, and that would suck if Wolverine lost his healing power, though. You know, especially if this goes into Days of Future Past, that timeline, where he and the X-Men then go back in time, but he doesn't have his healing power. Anyways, looks like a good movie. Hopefully it'll do better than Origins. I don't think we're going to get a sequel to that. But that was more of a prequel anyways, so it's all good. With Deadpool, and I don't know what the status is with that movie, if they're still going to make that or not. Ryan Reynolds is Wade Wilson, Deadpool. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave some video responses. Thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you later.